He turned a setback into an opportunity for gratitude. KMT News 3's Anthony Monzon shares a Minnesota man's medical journey that began in 2015 when he got a scratch while playing with his children. But in a struggle for his life, he also learned about how to appreciate it, something he's now passing along to others.
I had a 30% chance of living at one point.
Life isn't always great, but you can always find gratitude. Just ask Chris Gordon, a special education teacher who gained the scars to prove it, helping his kids get ready for school.
I scratched my hand on the garage wall. I placed him in the car seat and I kissed them all goodbye. 3 days later, I wake up with a bump on my right elbow.
A bump that grew and grew and grew
until I basically looked like the Incredible Hulk in mid-transformation.
Gordon was rushed to St. Mary's, where he was diagnosed with a flesh-eating bacterial infection and sent straight into surgery.
They first were going to amputate. They elected to remove a 15-inch by 4-inch flap of skin from my left thigh and place it on my right hand and forearm. And I also had to have skin grafts taken and put on my infected areas. For those of you who know who Deadpool is, I look like a discount version of him.
Staring down a nearly $1 million medical bill, things got dark post-surgery, but after catching up with his wife, everything changed.
Becky tells me how our community, not only our physical community, but the online community has stepped up. They were donating clothes and toys and food. I first started thinking about all the great things in my life, not just the big things, but the small things. Have you had the hospital pizza at St. Mary's, Anthony?
Well, I got to tell you, I just had surgery a couple months ago. I didn't get a chance.
Oh, you should have. It's phenomenal.
Gordon's resilience turning wounds to wisdom didn't stop once he left St. Mary's. He decided that he wanted to share his message of gratitude in the early part of 2020. Of course, we all know what would happen just months later, a global pandemic that would change the way we all interact.
Funny enough, when there is a pandemic, not many schools are open.
Gordon was ready to help young adults overcome their own challenges using TAG, an acronym standing for the attitude of gratitude.
I was not going to let this overtake my dream, but obviously there's nowhere to share. So I decided to keep my skills sharp. I created a podcast called Scar Bearers.
In Rochester, Anthony Monzon, KIMT News 3.
Now Scar Bearers reaches an international audience, teaching young adults how to have a more positive outlook on life.